How smart are you?
Mental athletes, begin.
Would you like to be smarter?
I feel like increasing my cortical tissue.
I'm David Pogue, and on this episode of Nova Science Now,
this is a real brain, a human brain.
I'm going to extremes
Talk about a splitting headache.
to unlock the secrets behind some of the most impressive brains around. From perhaps the greatest mind of the modern age,
There's not one brain that has the same anatomy as Einstein.
to a guy who can remember impossibly long lists of numbers.
418-592-597. Okay, that's highly freaky.
To one with an amazing head for dates.
What day will Christmas fall on in the year 2366?
Sunday.
Come on! That's nuts!
What makes their brains so special?
Wait, are you saying that you can tell stuff about a person's brain by the outside?
Yes, and in the case of Einstein, one's definitely able to do that.
Is genius born or made?
This is like an outtake from the Star Wars prop department.
We're diving under the hood
This slice here comes right across the top of his ears.
and revealing new evidence of what it means to be smart
We can now evolve the definition of intelligence.
and what you can do to improve your brain power.
What does this mean?
I'm going to find out how smart can we get. Up next on Nova Science Now.
Report card was all F's and D's.
My grades were like C's and D's. I wasn't really motivated.
I wanted to get good grades.
When Boston Learning Center developed our 9-week motivational program, we tried to strike a healthy balance between motivation and then actual study skills, accelerated learning strategies. And so when we created the 2-day Mind Boost program, we really pulled out sort of the best of those best study strategies.
I think that one of the main things that Mind Boost can do is give you an idea of just how great your mind is.
Mind Boost is a 2-day motivational study skills workshop, and we actually call it an adventure.
In Mind Boost, it gives both the parent and the child the opportunity to get the latest in accelerated learning.
We want students to recognize that they don't have to change who they are. They can still keep their street cred, they can still be fun, they can still be the social leaders in their school and be smart and cool at the same time. My name is Ayele Shakur. I'm going to be your presenter for this morning, and your other presenter this morning is Gary Bracey. We are the co-authors of the book Smart is Cool, A Parent's Guide to Better Grades Fast. What we are here to do today is to help you to learn to boost your skills, to give you a sort of a toolbox, if you will, of strategies that you can use whether you're in school or in the workplace. So we think that this is going to be very helpful for parents in terms of what you do on the job as much as it is for your children. So we teach them memory strategies, we work with word association strategies, vivid picture, and a strategy called pegging.
How important is memory? To find out, I'm here at the U.S. Memory Championships. First round, memorize 500 numbers in order in just 5 minutes. Trying to remember more than 20 makes my head spin. Nelson Dellis, a previous champion, memorizes 303 of them, making him the winner of this round.
Oh, come on! It's rigged! It's stacked against people with bad memories.
Next, I have 5 minutes to memorize the exact order of an entire deck of cards. Maybe I'll get extra points for creativity. Or not. Of course, Nelson beats everyone, recalling the order of the entire deck in 87 seconds.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
How smart is this guy? And how does he do it?
I pictured Olivia Newton dunking a helmet.
Huh? Olivia Newton? Dunking a helmet? Believe it or not, he's using an ancient technique that goes all the way back to 500 BC.
We also teach speed reading techniques, helping students to see the connection between not just reading fast, but also understanding what they read and strengthening comprehension skills and their retention and recall. And we're going to do a memory exercise where we're going to give you a list of things to remember.
Everybody here is going to get an A. I'm going to teach you how to do this in 15 minutes or less.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, 411-812-097-580-871-592-597.
You got them all exactly right. Okay, that's highly freaky.
Pick a card. 3 of diamonds. Now, if that's the 3 of diamonds, wouldn't that be incredible? Turn it over.
To memorize in order.
Monkey, iron, rope, kite, house, paper.
That's right. I said 40.
Bicycle, elephant, computer, sword, necklace, and pizza.
That would take me several hours.
You will have this perfectly memorized in 10 or less minutes.
I'm going to read off a list of 20 words. Number 1 is tree. Number 2, light switch.
Number 1, tree. Now, how are we going to remember tree? Well, a tree looks like a number 1, okay, if you look at the stem of the tree. Number 2, light switch. Okay, now how can we remember light switch? Well, light switch has 2 positions, up and down, on and off. Number 1. Number 2. Why? On and off. Come on, everybody do it with me. On and off, right? Number 3. Stool. Why? Okay, number 4. Have a seat, number your paper 1 to 20, and tell me the tree list. Okay. Let's see a show of hands. How many of you got 100%?
Now, all your visuals are very active and there's a lot of motion to them. Is that part of it?
Exactly. We tend to remember things more if there was something interesting actually happening rather than just a stagnant object that's just sitting there.
So a dancing monkey, a shooting rope, a smashing guitar.
Perfect.
Further down the list, my tissues are having quite a memorable experience as they get run over by a bicycle with an elephant perched on top.
Can you see that?
I can. Something's wrong with me.
But you will remember this stuff.
Yes,
for
I
sure.
will
You definitely remember that.
The time has finally come.
I don't have any particular confidence in this.
I have a lot of confidence.
Beyond the monkey. I know I got the monkey. So on the piano, we have monkey and iron. And then next to it was a chair, and that had rope and kite. And then guitar, smashing a house, paper.
Lo and behold, as I mentally traverse the room, the words come pouring out.
A river.
That's right.
Rock.
That's correct.
Tree.
That's right.
Cheese.
Correct.
But then...
There's something about the tissues. I'm sure it had something to do with smashing. Some violent. Let's see, the tissues.
The tissues were getting run over by...
a bicycle ridden by an elephant.
After a close call, I miraculously whizzed through the rest of the list.
The necklace and the pizza!
Awesome. Great job. That was great.
Next year's memory champion.
I think part of why Mind Boost is so engaging for the kids is it's really based on instant gratification. The kids learn something, and within an hour or 2 hours or by the end of the day, they can see instant results from what they're learning.
Now they feel that, you know, I can do this. I'm able to apply appropriate study skills, which I've learned from the program. I'm able to now motivate myself to be the best that I can be.
I'm trying to think of one kid who has the skills but not the motivation. And the more I think about that, the more I think that you really can't operate that way. You have to be motivated in order to use the skills.
Richard Heyer and Rex Jung are just beginning to unravel the secrets to how an intelligent brain works. But until they can solve this mystery, I'd like to know if there's a way you can make your brain smarter. You might be surprised at what the good doctors order.
When you guys said that you'd be able to do some experiment demonstrating that you can actually grow your brain, I thought the equipment involved would be a little more expensive than juggling balls. What is this about?
Well, there's this very famous study that showed if you juggle over a long period of time, it actually increases the gray matter in a certain region of your brain that subserves juggling.
Not only can you increase your gray matter, recent studies show you can increase your white matter too.
Well, I don't know about you gentlemen, but I feel like increasing my cortical tissue. Let's juggle.
Let's give it a try.
I don't actually know how to juggle. I can do 2 pretty well. Does that count?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing for the first time on television the growing of my brain.
I can feel it growing! I'm gonna look like an alien in 20 minutes. Oh, wow!
If you want to know how can you make your brain work better, use it or lose it, and use it to learn new things, like juggling.
I had one kid come to me the second day of the workshop and say, I loved it, I went home and started studying right away. I cracked open my geometry book. That was after 5 hours of study skills workshop.
When a student goes through our program, the first thing they develop is confidence. What we find is that a lot of students, when they're struggling in school, they don't believe that they're smart enough or that school is cool enough or that they've got the right stuff to really get good grades in school. When they come to Mind Boost, they really start discovering that there are a wealth of other strategies they can use to become successful.
I think what I see is sort of classic study skills taught in a very interactive, rewarding, fun way where the kids can really relate to what's being taught.
Smart is Cool offers an opportunity for students to be able to see that it is okay to be smart. It is okay to study. It's okay to be top of your class and to do your very, very best.
So we've seen students that come to us, they're struggling with C's, D's, and F's, and they go through our program, use our techniques and strategies, and we've had students go from failing to the honor roll.
I absolutely recommend Mind Boost.
This program gave my daughter a lot better study habits.
Before the program, her grades were C average. She would get D's, some F's, but an average of a C. Once she joined the program and worked with them, her grades slowly produced up higher. She went to C average to B average, then straight up to an A. So it's really helped her tremendously with her grades.
Every time I go to the school and talk to her teachers, my daughter's teachers, they have nothing but good things to say about her.
You need a career, you need education to make your way through life.
I notice a tremendous difference in my daughter's grades since she's been through the program. Her study habits just through the roof.
I know she'll be very successful, whatever path she chooses in college. So I'm very happy and thankful for the program.
I highly recommend this program to everybody because it just brings out the best in your children. It brought out the best in my daughter, and I'm very happy for her.
As of now, like my first report card going into high school was all A's and B's. So it was a really big transition for me.
Well, my grades are coming out better. Since it's a new school for me, I'm adjusting faster because of the new things that I've learned from Mind Boost.
It really motivated me, getting on the road, getting like good grades, and for like when you apply for college, they can look back at it and say he was a good student, and that helps out a lot because you want to go to a good college.
My plan is for college. I want to go to college and major in fine arts and go to graduate school and become a fashion designer.
Take education seriously. That is one of the most important things. I can't express it any more than what I'm saying now. Education is the most important thing for anybody to have.
I think you have to paint that vision or help young people to paint a vision for themselves about where they see themselves in the future.
Education is everything, and it's going to determine your lot in life.
Well, I think one of the things we do in the Mind Boost workshop is we help students to see the connection between economics and school. We help them to see that hard work in school does pay off.
You're going to benefit. It's going to improve your life.
It's just a wealth of skills and study strategies and tools that parents and students can use to become successful, whether it's for school or whether it's for life.